It's shocking how much work there.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Chising sec-
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu travel? It has been several days since
Even though they commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter, still, Ganyu should have been back to her.
Is that so?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still... She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half adeptus.
It's... When we first heard the three of us...
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily work...
Speaking of Julian Karst, Traveler...
Of course,
that's good news. We're saved.
It's about time.
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mount Outso? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Useless!
With the wind! Time for retribution! Wind blade! Wind blade!
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Boring.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that... I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuehai Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. Perhaps that mission of mine was just... I appreciate your... After 1,000...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're terrible.
One merely jests.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking yes. Since you are
Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was plump, she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward...
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that... One will tell you more about... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this alone. She will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, retainers. Anyways, what?
She has sought to She should be in the southern part.
Huh? Is that so?
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud. The training is much to her signature.
Is it?
No, I'm aware of your strength. If you're ready. No touching!
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. A really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Access denied. Next on the agenda... way behind schedule. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree.
Ganyu, what were you...
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can...
Who is it?
Conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. He's already waiting for...
Of course we are. Let's go.
Windblade! With the wind! A reward on the road. Useless!
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between...
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help. The trial I've prepared for...
Yes. I'm ready. We're way behind schedule.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Avoid the trees. Lament! Shut it! Here! Worthless!
Wind blade!
Access denied. Blaze over. Born of ice and frost.
Wind blade! Disappear!
Access denied. Born of ice and frost.
Evil conquering! Useless! Boring! Is this retribution?
No touching. For Rex Lapis!
With the wind!
I kill you!
Wind blade!
Born of ice and frost. Access.
Disappear!
No touching. This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Wind blade!
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on,
I have to do what?
another one of those pesky I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans...
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an adept.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half... What blessings can you grant?
Wow, straight...
Dear pilgrim.
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be... It would be unfair to other people if you got everything...
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. person of your age should focus on work and family. Instead,
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus.
Nobody's...
it's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to but being questioned by him made me realize that, but...
It's true!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right...
It's a step in the right direction. Come on, Ganyu!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right!
I've spent too much... Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with...
People must have iron.
The sound, the smell of the sea breeze.
Ganyu?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't...
Huh.
Well, when I think about my time here, it put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt...
Is that... It is! It's... I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu, why are you...
Allow me...
That's alright.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing.
What? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. Fishing in the pond. In most people's eyes.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He... Uncle Tien, please.
Maya, thank you for looking after me.
Oh, so you've been
Oh, I was just full...
Talking about...
Yes, she works...
may I trouble you to meet him?
With pleasure.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
I don't know.
Indeed, it has been a... I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary...
So, what...
Where should I start? There are obvious irregularities. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows...
Huh?
If I remember correctly...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
What if Master finds
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuehai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuehai Pavilion. Should we need to place...
What? Ugh.
Well... Huh.
Don't let that rascal... If you don't believe me, sure...
You know Second Life's business, so...
Of course. Ugh, their every trans... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over...
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here! That exquisite wooden furniture set. Look at the tax rep.
I see.
I took...
But, Ms. Ganyu,
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe...
Aha! You're right!
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chinksa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please.
I'm afraid I can't go.
It's all right, Weishin.
Ah, that's so...
I'm usually...
Chinksa really is full...
Hey, I heard that.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's
Ever since Osai, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis. Besides, my intuition as the
Then what are we waiting for?
You'll get frostbite. Frozen.
With the wind!
You're not going anywhere! Cold cut water! Freshness preserved! Chill to the bone!
Is that all you've got?
It's no problem.
Like this?
Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on—
Fine. If you really want to know, then
About to... what?
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's it!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work.
No worries, it's all—
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's—
like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Useless. Disappear. Boring.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
I taste blood. Disappear! Boring! Useless! Evil conquering! Worthless!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember you. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dong—
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm Master Lu. I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Balai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? so he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate? I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had. Thank you.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Boring!
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuehai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Boring! Useless.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you.
We've been praying day and night for you to return.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our...
All right. Please divide the matters at... I'll take care of...
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure.